What's up, everyone? Lynette Ramos here with SPL. Welcome and thank you for connecting with me. Today in this video, I want to talk a little bit about hypnosis and the aspects of the mind, as well as what I think you'll find important is how can we create change and healing. Many of us have attempted to heal in some way or make some sort of change that we know would benefit us, but we still find it hard to implement. We find it difficult to follow through. So I want to explain to you why that is. Why is it that we have a hard time executing on things that we know are beneficial to our lives? So let me begin by explaining the aspects of the mind. And I want to just touch on this very briefly, and eventually I'm going to go into more depth around this topic, but let's just start really with the basics. So we have three aspects of our mind. We have our conscious mind, which is where we're generally, what we're generally using throughout the day. It's our logical, rational mind. We have our subconscious mind. This is the part of us that runs our systems, the part of our, the part of our body that we don't think. We don't think to digest food. We don't think to breathe. These are things that our body just knows what to do. So our subconscious mind, that's what runs that. Again, as well as our beliefs and our memories. That's where all of that information is stored. Then we have our superconscious mind. Our superconscious mind, for some, they would explain it to be like the God mind, the universal mind, the quantum field. This is where all information exists. This is where an infinite pool of information exists. So the way hypnosis works is through relaxation, through breathing, we slip into our subconscious mind. So if you can think about you driving, and this is a route that you drive very frequently, you at times can be driving for a few minutes and you forget. You think, wow, how did I make it? How did I get from point A to point B? Because I wasn't really thinking. That's when your subconscious mind has kind of come forward. So in hypnosis, what our goal is to reach the subconscious and the superconscious mind. And the reason that we want to do that is because that's where we can create change. So for an example, let's say that you want to make more money. And you know that there are certain behaviors that you have that are probably not in alignment with you making more money. And you try hard, you try to set new goals, you try to create new habits, but you find it hard to implement. There's still some resistance there. Or you have affirmations, I am becoming more, I am in prosperity, or I am making more money. These are things that we're trying to shift our way of thinking and believing. But what happens is that when we do that in our conscious state of mind, if there's information coming in new that does not align with our beliefs, that our conscious mind will filter it. It will basically keep that new information, because it doesn't align with our belief system. It will filter it. So we will find resistance. There won't be that change. But in hypnosis, when we slip into a more relaxed state where our mind, our heart, our body's in a state of harmony and coherence, when we slip into that state, we can actually go into kind of our operating system where we can actually change our memories and our beliefs. Or I shouldn't even say change our memories, but we can change our belief systems. So the things that we want to change in terms of our behaviors and our external world, when we go into the subconscious mind, we have a way, it's a lot easier to make the changes there because that's what's running the show. So that is how people can use it for very basic things like quitting smoking or losing weight. So in the technique that I use, which is called quantum healing, we're not really dealing with those things as much. We're dealing with, fears, limitations, resentments that we have, pain, trauma. These are the things that we primarily deal with, those things that really can keep us stuck. Another reason this type of hypnosis is effective is because we can connect with the superconscious mind. that's where miracles and instant change can happen. Now, not everyone may experience that instant shift, but it happens pretty frequently if things are aligned correctly. So when we get to the superconscious mind, or what someone may again consider the God mind or the quantum field where everything exists, we can go into that state of mind, and people have changed very core things that have been following them. You know, physical diseases, you know, traumas that are really, really deep. So these are ways that we can actually go in and really affect deep-rooted change. And many people are using this technique to create this change. And it's something that is coming in newer in terms of people have this preconceived idea about what hypnosis is. It has a lot of negative connotations. Some people think it's mind control or weird, or that you're blacking out, that you don't have any sense of what's going on. But really, when you're in this state of relaxation and your mind and heart, your body is in a state of coherence, you can actually think in a clear state, because what you're doing is you're taking your mind from all of these external distractions that we can really be caught up in, and you're really going in. And you're able to do this, and you're able to become a lot clearer and access information that you already have that you didn't even know you had. So I wanted to just really explain that in general so that you understand what is quantum healing hypnosis. How does hypnosis help us? So what I'd like to do is I'm going to go over some specifics about an upcoming event I'm having. It's an online event. It's coming up next week, Wednesday, December 12th. It's going to be from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be on Zoom, and it's $18. I want to make it really accessible. I'm going to put in my email and my contact information, as well as my payment information, in the description. And all you would need to do is email me your name, and you would send in your payment, and I'll send you a link. In this online healing, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be journeying or going into our subconscious mind to access healing. You can access physical healing, mental, it really can vary. And what you can also do is I can actually record and send you the link so that you can listen to it, because the more you listen to it, the more it's going to really integrate within you. And if you've never experienced anything like this before, it's very difficult to explain it, because it sounds too good to be true or too easy. But really, the difficult way that we try to make changes is just through our will and through repetition. That's actually harder than when we use hypnosis, because what we're doing is we're working with the natural way that our brain works. So I think it's going to be really powerful. The group sessions have this really great dynamic. And if you've never had a personal session, this is a great way to kind of get a sense of how this will work. And I think you'll find that it's really, really beneficial. So I'm going to close this out for today. I appreciate you taking the time to listen. I'm going to definitely add in, again, my contact and payment information in the description. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to reach out. I'm going to be creating more videos going over the myths of hypnosis and other uses. I think you'll find that there's really an unlimited way to use this, and it's really, really powerful. So anyway, thank you so much for connecting with me today. I look forward to any questions that you have. Post them in the comments as well. And if you think there's anyone that may benefit from this, please share. So thank you so much. Peace.